Hi there, this is a reading where Christy introduced me to the second round of my spirit guides. So not only do you find out about fascinating characters, but you find out about fascinating information like what it's like to be a multi-dimensional being, and also what it's like to be an Arcturian commander, and also my newly adopted dad, which I didn't know I had, but it's all terrific, and I know you're going to enjoy this.
I am so looking forward to this.
Me too.
Last time, by the way, it was absolutely fantastic, and everything that you pointed out, I did research on, and it just lined up beautifully.
It's. I always get kind of surprised and flipped out by it. Sometimes I'm like, holy crap! Like the way that it shows up is I don't. I kind of move on right to the next one, but Gary looks a lot of stuff up, or the person that I'm reading for will look stuff up, and some of the coincidences and things that they run into after the fact, it's just, I don't know, it's amazing. What comes through if you just let it, just sit and let it come in. So, all right, so let's see here what we have. Okay. Oh, there's Gary.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. All right.
Can I tell you my perception of what happened last time was that there was a long line of spirit guides, and we got through like 4 of them, but I kind of felt like they had more to say, and there was more spirit guides. And there was a very high ET presence the last time.
Right.
And I'm betting there's going to be a very high ET presence this time.
Yeah,
but I'm very excited to find out what's coming.
Yeah, I think that's what I have first. Just the energy is that same energy, and I'm just not used to it. So it takes me a minute to I'm gonna decipher it. Okay. Female for sure. Yeah, the communication's so different. What's the name? Muanan. Muanan. Okay. Hyphen. Okay, I think that's a hyphen. Muanan, A-R-K. Muanan, arc. Muanan, arc. Okay. The rhythm of it comes in differently to how I would say it. Muanan arc, but it's 2 words. Muanan arc. Okay. Muanan arc. Okay. I'm not getting it. I'm not able to repeat it really well, but that's it. Muanan, and there's like a dash or something in between.
It's one of those hyphens.
Yeah, something. And then it means something a little different than our hyphen, but then A-R-K, female, big, also bluey, so.
My guess is Arcturian.
Okay, commander. She says she is. That's her title, commander. Okay, very, very, very close, like close with you. Right, she's got like with her. It's really wild. It looks like a human, not human, a earth dog. But okay, no, all right.
Yeah,
more like a wolf. More like a wolf. She says it's more like a wolf. Is there something about it? Okay. She's with you all the time, but steps forward for you, and she's got kind of a cool jam here. Guides you through transition and uncertainty.
Okay.
Anything like that going on for you right now? I mean, I guess
it's
always
right
going
now.
on.
There's transition.
Yeah. Okay, transition and uncertainty. So she tuning into her. enhances your instinct, your intuition, and your presence in the moment,
Okay.
so that you can sense and discern, right, what's coming to you. Okay. The wolf is sort of representative of that. I think that's why she's got the wolf, right? It's representative of helping you with your instinct, your intuition, and your present moment. Okay, staying in the now. Okay. She's saying, at times when, like, a fight, like there's sometimes a fight in you, right? An instinct to 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 fight. It's not flight, right? It's a beta response, right? She's saying this beta brainwave to look and judge, like, that's not right, and that's not right, and fight. That's in you, and it's served you very well. And there are ways that you have learned to use this, to ways you've learned to use it to influence and to love, right? You've used it to love and protect. Okay. And advance and expand your group, right? Your tribe, which just feels like a bit like humanity right now, right? But you've used it in that way. Okay. But now you've come to a place where this discernment, and letting that judgment sort of fall away, and letting confrontation be a judgment and confrontation be very far behind. The first is to look at the beauty in it now, to look at the beauty, not who is, how she's saying this. Well, she's interesting how she's communicating with me. So just taking me a minute. Okay. To look at a person, a group, a situation, interaction for the blanket of beauty that it is, for this tapestry. Okay, tapestry is what she wanted me to say. Okay, of beauty, and finding what those threads are that are really beautiful, that you can see, rather than looking at what might be showing up first, which are the things where they would want to control, discriminate, be mean, right? And use power in a perceived negative way, right? Or for their gain. That might be the first thing you would see. To back up from that is going to be a practice for you. No, that's not what I'm looking for, because that's present in everything and everyone too, right? Nope. What I'm looking for is what's the beauty, and then you shine the light on that. You focus on that. You promote that. Yes, you understand? Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I
pretty
think I
clear.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. She says your resourcefulness and your capacity to meet your own needs is much greater than you think. No idea exactly what that means, but maybe you do.
Okay.
You have it inside you to engage in any sort of situation with courage. Oh, okay. It's like willingness, right? Courage and willingness, like to go forward. She's saying now it's time for you to, okay, it's time for you to, you have all of that. Now you can thrive in this joyful, playful, social bonding that you have begun to do now. And that connection is essential. It's an essential ingredient for this next stage in your life. The support and the fun and the playfulness in social connections. Continuing to do more of this. And part of this theme is, okay. Didn't we talk last time, Daryl, about this shift from your mind, from really running stuff through your mind to you're running it through your heart first, in and out here? Didn't we talk about that before? She's sort of showing me that, but I feel like we talked about that.
We did. I historically tend to be very logical and think things out, and I'm transitioning more toward just feeling it.
Okay. Okay, she's getting mathy. Oh, okay. Well, I know this. So, like, your beta brainwave is, 14 to 40 hertz, right? It's this pattern of like waking state, which is really alert, and it's great, but it's as if what she's explaining is always being on the lookout for what could be detrimental, what could be taken advantage of, right? It is a pattern you're shifting away from, but it's still prevalent, right? It's still prevalent. It's still that first instinct. The practice for you is to consciously be aware of every time that happens. And she's saying, be very willing to let go of this feeling of being right, right? Being right. Be very willing to let that go. Because there really isn't that. That's all she's saying. There isn't that, right? There isn't that. And so in holding on to that, I know that about this one, I know that about this situation or this place or all of those things, it is like living in a fun house of mirrors. It's a total illusion and you know nothing, right? So there is no right to allow that first, when that shows up for you, to really let that go and, right? That is an illusion. What is my truth here? What is true, right? And to really clearly see this is a mark of a leader, right? This is your practice, right? And this is part of it. Okay.
That definitely resonates with me in that I once heard an inner voice saying, do you want to be right or do you want to be loved? And I was like, right. Can I be both?
I know, yeah.
Exactly what was being said there.
Mine comes through a lot is, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Yeah, exactly. Can it be both? I'm tired of not being right. I just want to be right one time. Can I just be right? Nope. No, you can't. Okay. All right. She is, okay, this is weird. All right. To help you with this, she's wanting you to practice like a self massage. Like she's showing me hands, like, so it's like, top of your head, right?
Okay.
Down like this. You just get this jaw, right? Temples, jaw, base of your neck, right? Like around your ears, like back there, right? right? Okay, down, hips, legs, like front of your legs, hips. When you can, and you feel that fight, that judgment, do this. Step away, but do this. But even in times when you don't feel that right now, just practice it and watch how it changes you, how it changes how you feel, changes your connection with yourself. Well, she's fired on me right now. It's going to shift, and it's also a part of your connection to her, right? So you can connect with her, you can say her name, and you can do this, and she will take over. Just let her do it, right? And that is her in a sense. Okay, that's very, very, very cool. All right, she's coming now. Okay. All right, so she's saying, okay, all the wisdom that you want is within you. It is, understand that the enjoyment of reading and studying and learning and listening is purely that, right? And it's led you on a path, but all of your wisdom is inside, and knowledge and wisdom are not the same. So I want you to understand that. Okay. If you say her name, you focus on her and you do this, you can imagine she's saying, okay, close your eyes. She's saying, close your eyes, Daryl, close your eyes right now. She's going to show you her face. I can see it very clearly. She's going to show you her face. Now, when you feel it there, let yourself sort of go in behind her eyes, between her eyes and behind, and focus on her third eye. Her third eye is a portal for you, in a sense. Wow. I don't know that I fully understand this, but she's doing the best she can to dumb it down for me. Okay. Use that. That is a connection. There's information, comfort, peace in that. And that is another connection. It's like a portal. It's weird the way that I'm seeing it. It's like a portal from you through her to like a massive group back to you. And I think it's metaphorical. She's saying it's both. Okay. But she's really cool. I've got woo. All right. Very, very cool. All right.
Is she gonna say what where she's from? Is she gonna say what galactic presence she's from?
Yeah, she just nodded. You were correct.
Okay.
Right. There is something about what is this? She's telling me something like, it's like origination. What is she saying? BOOTES. Boots. Okay, hold on. She's using my word. She says her goal is to bring the light of the Adonai. She's using that word that I get all the time.
Yeah. The love and light of the one creator.
To the one source to all beings. Okay. She has she's going to tell you quite a bit. Okay. So she's saying she has been through all different forms, lower densities, higher densities, like a lot. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the beginning. Okay. We were one. Okay. We are one with our planet, wanting to teach that to us, that we are not on the planet. We are the planet. I think she's been in my head before. Okay. She calls this capitalized the great illusion of separation. And it's like a book. You know, the way a book title, the way she's showing to me that that's what we're experiencing, this great illusion of separation. Okay. Okay. She's telling me, so I'm just trying to, she's doing it in some different ways. I think so. I understand it. All right. All right. She has, and so have you, gathered a great wealth of understanding of how consciousness is expressed in different conditions. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to hear. Hold on. Okay. Again, she's sort of showing me, and I think you and I have talked about, we may have talked about this before, Daryl, like a way of traveling. And even though she's funny with this, and I know it's because of the way that we think and, you know, communicating it, but making it very simple, but it's like a way of traveling, call it a spaceship, that is both technology and biology, right? It's this combination of stuff. And so you're asking like what she is, who she is. There's something about a different galaxy, BOOTES in our words, galaxy. Okay. Okay. I think I understand that, but it's like outside almost of our universe. I don't know if that I'm getting that right, but it's like where she's from, even like it feels it feels big, and she's chuckling at me, but okay. Okay, I don't think I'm getting it, but anyway, there's that spelling is like a galaxy name, I think.
Yeah, I'm actually familiar with that galaxy.
Oh, you are?
I've heard
Of
it.
course you are. Jeez
Yeah.
Louise. Okay, of
Which
course you are.
which Botus though? There's two of them in that galaxy.
Let's see. So it is a planet, but she's not saying Arcturus. She's saying Arcturus. Like it's not Arc, right? It's you know, she's being very deliberate with that. But it's a planet in that galaxy. Does that help you? She said you wanted to know where she's from. She's trying.
Yeah. No. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Well, there's a Tau Botus and an Upsilon Botus, both close to each other.
It's neither one. And maybe those words are. She's chuckling. Like no, like
Okay.
that. There's. I don't know if I'm understanding this.
Oh, I see. Arcturus is another star. It's the brightest star. Yes, there's 4 stars there. There's 2. There's a Tau Botus, an Upsilon Botus, a Murphid, and then Arcturus, which is the brightest star. I think it's one of the brightest stars that we can see.
Okay.
Okay, that's where she's from. Yep. And I get the spaceships. The spaceships are made out of material and living corpuscles, because I think it has to do with going through shifting through densities. That there are some things that if it's corpuscle, it's easier to shift through than if it's solid. I don't know. That's what I kind of get. That's why there's a practical reason why the spaceships are partly alive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's, it's really mostly for your benefit there to, to kind of understand that. Okay.
Daryl, can you see all the orbs?
Yeah, no, Christy, it looks like it's snowing at your place.
You can't see any. Oh, I
Yeah,
can't see any.
they're all around you. They're all around
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Oh, there was one.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, no, no. Hi. All right. So, okay. So let's see. She's going to be quiet. She's like letting someone else speak. Not that she's, all right. Okay. It's all like sort of unfamiliar energy to me. Similar though, so I think it's also, in a sense, ET. Okay. All right. Also feels very female and very, very, very giggly. Um, okay. Here's the sound is really interesting. She's giggling, but can you imagine the sound of a frog, which might be like a little bit here, but then higher pitched and giggly? I can't just I don't see. There's not words for me to describe this sound, but it's really quite cool. But all right, let's see what she says. She's not nearly in size as big as the other one, but energetically strong. Oh, I can't explain it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Right. ILEEKEE. ILEEKEE.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So what? Huh. Oh, wow. Okay. She's explaining to me something. Let me see if I think I have this right because I'm repeating it back, but I'm going to say it out loud, and if I don't have it right, that she'll tell me. So she is a multi-being of sorts, meaning that she's several things. She's several things. She's several forms. She's okay. She is reptilian. She is in inner Earth. She says if you were to see it in it with your 3D vision, you would see something and you would believe that that's where she's from. But okay, but she's like a multi-being, she says. She's a multi-being. All right. I hope yeah, she's not just correcting me on that. Okay. Like, yeah, so we would just see this magma and not understand what's there. It is, she says, this inner earth is a place that is rich with diversity. Dinosaurs, unicorns, dragons.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of get it. It's on a different realm, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's
located in the
dimensionally
Earth
different,
core.
right? Yeah. And it's inhabited, okay, by, all right, it has been a place for civilizations from like all over the Milky Way, this inner core of Earth.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I can kind of, she's showing it to me. I can see it. It's very difficult to describe. I'm terribly sorry that I'm doing such a poor job of
No, no,
describing.
I get it. And
Um,
by the way, Earth has done that for a lot of different species and a lot of different dimensions. We're only familiar with the dimension that we're in,
we're
but
in, right, but it's,
Earth has been a nice come to me,
yeah.
beautiful being
Okay,
that's
she's
allowed
shaking
all
her
these
head,
different.
right? She's shaking her
Yeah,
head saying, you understand.
yeah,
They have, she says, we have libraries, we have temples, homes, galactic entry stations, and many beings from all other worlds come to visit in our Earth. And so this is who she is. It holds the DNA of plants and animals and all beings that are the past, present, and future of planet Earth. Wow. Okay,
yeah,
that's where she's
yeah.
from.
Do they also feel separate?
No, no, she's no. She is a mixed being. That is correct. That is a correct way to say it. Okay, gnomes, fairies. She's just, I'm just seeing all of them. Okay, this is really cool.
I get it. The Earth dragons are there.
And she says she is a lot reptilian. She has, that is a big part of her. She's ancient. She says she's ancient, and you, us, or well, we're going to go with you, Daryl, have a part of your brain. She says that is reptilian, just like her.
Correct. I mean,
And
all of us are.
yeah,
I think
and
all
she says
humans
we all
have
have
part of
such, yeah,
reptilian race.
we all, yeah. She's saying all, she's just really giggly and fun and kind of lilty in how she talks. Like I would
Yeah.
think a reptile or reptilian would be very slow in speaking.
Yeah,
And she's got this crackle, but she's kind of goes quickly like a fairy or a sprite or something. She goes a little fast. So she says you have codes within you that are very ancient, and they link with all kinds of other forms, and certainly we all do, but for you specifically, it's something that you've gathered, and it's a part of who you are and what you do when you come and visit physical, and what your mission is, like what you're here to do. So you have codes of a lot, right? A lot. And as they're lit up and activated, it's a link. It's a portal. It's not, there's no distance. It's your automatic link to your communication with them, right? So something in your activation, something has been activated that has activated this, right? Which is when she was to come in, right? To be that communication with you. And she says she's got questions for you.
Well, I have a question for her. I hope she doesn't take any offense when I'm joking about reptilians. I know I'm stereotyping about that, so I just hope she understands that it's all for fun, and I know that I love her and she loves me, and we love everything. So
She's funny. She said, "That's okay. Payback's a bitch." Oh man, she's cute. She's really cute. She's not weak. How is it, she says, that you are to recycle within your life now? So some of her speech is a little different, kind of like the fairies. I'm having to, she speaks a little backwards sometimes, a little bit.
Mhm.
And she says she will help you generate new life with old form. This is something she does. It's like recycling. Okay. It's time for you to do a deep cleansing. Cleansing of old things, matter that you might be holding on to that is unnecessary. Cleansing of your electronics, clearing out files, there's a cleansing of your electronics you need to do. And then a very good strong look and cleansing of some old relationships to make room for some new ones. cleaning it out, clearing it up, cleaning it out, moving on. Okay.
Okay.
The perhaps not seeing, not speaking, not whatever to anyone from the past, that's all fine, but there's still clutter.
Yeah.
To clean up the clutter, all you have to do is ask for the opportunity. You do not have to seek it out. It will show up. Just keep your eyes open when you can get some closure, when you can mend, when you can bring something back to whole. Doesn't mean that you bring it back into your life on a regular basis. It means you get the opportunity here, you close the circle, and then you move on from it. But this is some cleaning that you need to do. Okay.
Okay.
In some ways, you are quite afraid of who you are. There are parts of you that you reject still. It is time now for you to take a new look at yourself and these things that you reject. And as you would something else that you don't, your first instinct is to judge it, is to find the beauty in it and realize that you are quite fabulous, she says, quite magnificent. And then she goes, who knew? I love her. She's really good. She's very funny. So again, you can connect with her with humor. Hear that voice, but she is a mixed being. So she's like, I'm reptile, I'm plant, right? I'm a plant being and I'm a reptile. She's very interesting. I can sort of see her, and to be honest, the way she looks to me is, if you ever see anime, like the way plants look in anime, right? They have sort of very human-like characteristics, and
Yeah.
but she's I don't know. It's really cool. I mean, there's nothing. It's different, but not weird, right? Just whoa, right? There's a lot going on here, but she's not particularly big, but the energy in it is really powerful. At least how she's showing up for me. So okay, all right. She's okay.
Can I ask her a question?
Sure.
Why is it that this Earth dimension that we live in has separation, but the inner Earth doesn't?
The inner Earth is not part in that density where consciousness exists at that density. The inner Earth is not magma. It is only magma in third. She's saying third dimension. They confuse me sometimes with that.
Yeah,
but it is only magma there. It is that in that dimension. In another dimension, it is much more than that in inner Earth and on the surface of Earth as well. There's more all through. It's just as consciousness, right, expands their ability to see all of it. The magma can be seen and experienced where they are. It's just not hot.
Yeah. Now, is there sunlight? Am I taking this way too literal?
She says no, not particularly, but there are things in inner Earth that mimic sunlight. Crystals, things absorb information, mimic sunlight, create differences in ability to see with physical eyes and experience. There's not the same necessity. There is no need for light to grow for plants such as her. It's not that need to get to the light to survive. It's just experience, right? It's just experience.
But on their inner
I like
Earth,
her.
on their inner Earth, there are those who live on the surface and experience light and water and things like that.
Not at inner Earth, but there are those in fourth dimension that experience surface and experience in a similar way, but again, quite a bit different than what we experience, what we see. It is okay. The visual she's giving me is that at that dimension, I'm sure I don't understand this and explain it well, but I'm going to do my best. And she says that's fine. it's like what we see is almost a cartoon,
Mm.
and what they see is much more real. I don't know how to explain that to you, but
Yeah.
that's the way the visual is.
And does she think we're nuts for coming and living on third dimension Earth?
No, she's done it.
She's
Yeah, it's part of the game. It's part of the game that we all agree to, and that when we're in 3D, all the other dimensions are existing all around us. We just can't perceive it because we're in 3D. So the same concept is in the middle of the Earth from a 3D level. Then you'll have the magma and the rock, but then there are other dimensions within the Earth, the higher dimensions, and they perceive completely different things.
Mm-hmm.
What's the benefit that she got from living in the third dimension Earth? How does that help her?
She's spitting out. It's like you know how you have someone who's like typing and the paper is spitting out of what the benefits are. This is what's happening. She's like, how much time do you have?
What is the
And
primary one? What's one on top of her head?
Clearly, she's like, you understand what the greatest benefit of it is to change that, be able to shift that perspective, to feel so alone and feel separated. It is like a feeling of relief to recognize and fully feel your connectedness, right? To come back. And there is so, okay. Wow. The specificity of exploration here, the tiny, minute nuances of each little emotion allow us to know ourselves. Okay. Right. To know ourselves and each other. That's the greatest thing. She's, the way she's saying it, she speaks a little like the fairies, a little backwards for me. But that's it. It's this ability to know ourselves, the feeling of relief after, to feel this alone and this separated and then fall back in is that relief. It's that feeling of relief, that exaggerated, right? That understanding. And it's worth the ride for that. Like, you get off the ride and you made it and you're so excited, right? Like a roller coaster, right?
But you know yourself more and everyone else more. But
Yeah.
that's like the expansion.
Yeah. It's very cool what it's like a shattered mirror in a way, that where she's looking and showing me, like, looking at herself, and it's this shattered mirror. So there's all these different reflections of her, right? And then turning it, right? So it's like, I can see me, I can see Daryl, I can see you, right? Just this shattered mirror, and this is it. It's every little piece. Yeah, I think it's beautiful, really. Okay, so she's stepping back. Daryl, have you got anything else you want to ask her?
Well, it's just that it's all for data collection, right? I mean, they're doing it for expansion, just like we're doing it for expansion, so that we can register the data of how that feels and feed it to the original source. I mean, we're all data collection of different experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And they're data collecting in that dimension and that place as that being or that race. So it's all collecting data.
Yeah. At its most basic, yes. But she's saying, okay, let yourself see the nuances of that, the joy of that, the fun of that, and the silly of that. To the adult, going to get ice cream is get up off the sofa, go to the car, start the car, use the fuel, drive, be in traffic, right? Go stand in line at the ice cream place, pick out ice cream, get ice cream for yourself and your kids, you get the car all sticky, you have to clean up the car. This is data collection. To the kid, right? To the kid, it's
The feeling.
go outside,
for sure.
go for a fun car ride, right? Listen to music with mom and dad, go to the ice cream store, look at all the different flavors, meet all kinds of people, get in the car, eat this yummy ice cream, right? It's the same experience.
Yeah.
Data collection versus joy. She says, okay? All right.
Got it.
All right. Let yourself do that. She's cool. You got her for a spirit guide. She's tons of fun. So,
Oh,
yeah. So, okay. Wait, you got another. We got one more at least. Yeah, just one more, I think. Okay. Okay. Huh. Who's that? All right. It's like she's bringing this spirit guide's coming in, but she's pointing here. There's something like heart chakra. Okay. Oh, okay. I got it. Swoosh. You have a gold angel. Do you remember that? I see it again, really quick. You remember that from your last one? I remember it. It's like you
Yeah,
have
the
a gold
wing.
angel with you,
Yeah.
right? With the gold angel is a green one right now. This is it's like they're just here. They don't seem to have a lot to say. They're just showing up and showing me. So you have both of them at least right now. And your other spirit guide is pointing here. What are you saying to me? Iliki. That's her name, Iliki. Okay. Something for you, she's okay. I don't see it right now, but your heart chakra, right? And the green angel is here to sort of help you. It's a little bit blocked. Again, still using information and knowledge to hide who you truly are, to talk about that rather than talk about you, right? Put you forward. Okay.
Yeah.
She's saying, so, it's like a little stuck, a little bit blocked, right? And she's saying energy and movement with her too. So you've got this green angel and a gold angel. They seem to be just sort of with you right now. The gold one I think is always with you, but they're not speaking, so I don't know. But your heart chakra, and it's not so much about laying down and meditating, although that's it, and you can spin it, right? You can do that. You can get it spinning in meditation. But she's saying energy and movement for you. It's like walk, but it's playful. Dance, right? It's almost like she's showing me like almost like a little leprechaun, how they jump up and kick. It's playful, silly movement. You don't have to do it in front of anyone. It's energy and movement, right? Jump up and down, silly, make silly faces, make silly noises. It's energy and movement. This is how you're going to get this thing spinning. You've got to get in touch with the most ridiculous side of you. Right, the most ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, so that was like her last thing is she's backing out this angelic one sort of came in, and the other spirit guides here is also very human, was human, I think. Male. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Sorry. Was human. Okay. CHARL. Charles? No. No. Okay. CH. There's a scribble. What is that? Try to get the spelling. Hold on. It'll come. Definitely human, male. It's like the beard, mustache, beard. Not particularly big. Smallish male guy. CHARLEMAG. This is one word.
Charlemagne?
Magene. 7 something. 7 4 7 4 7 4 2 7. Yeah. That's right. That's one word. Charlemagene.
Yeah, Charlemagne.
Okay. Okay, hold on. This is really cool. Definitely. Okay. Wow. If I've got this right, if I'm understanding this, and I believe I am. Has not always been forward with you, has been around you, though, your whole life. The design is for him to step forward here. His purpose is to step forward and be more and more present in your awareness the more you forgive your father.
Mm.
Whoa. He is a father for you, a father figure for you. It's like a replacement dad. That's what his purpose is what he wants to do. He is there when you need a father. Something about fatherhood for him really important. And like the reason he's showing up this consciousness in this way, Charlemagne must have had several kids. Wow. Yeah, loves you like you are his son, and every bit as important. Your birthright, right, is to look to him and that conscious, that like that's your birthright. I don't know anything about him, but let's see what he's going to tell me. But this is a replacement father, and this is when you feel that, and he says you, till the day you transition, you will always need a dad, your dad. And as you let go and forgive your biological earth father, he is going to become more and more present in your awareness, to be able to share news with, to pick up the phone, to ask advice. This is the way you are to converse with him. Like, hey, like you would, Dad, I got a question for you, right? Do you want to go to this ball game? Do you want to, I need to know, how should I handle this? What do you think of this? This is where you go for that fatherly advice, that fatherly comfort, that support, that to know that there is someone who is so can't stop talking about you, can't stop sharing all the details of your life ad nauseum with anyone he can, anyone who will listen, right? This is who he is for you. I mean, I can feel it. It's almost about to make me cry. So,
that's a very cool concept. That's like a concept I've never known that I can have, a father figure like
me
that.
either. I've never seen, it's
like,
never
wow.
come up before in a reading, but this is cool. To help you, now that you are consciously aware of his presence, going to continue to help you release this wound. You still have it. You are, right, consciously and constantly reminding yourself and working on it, and letting it go and healing it. So now it's like momentum, right? It's exponential. You had to do this far on your own. Then you found some help. Now you have his help. And it's that thing where you were a jilted lover, right? And you are miserable. Then you meet someone else, right? And all of a sudden that person becomes like all of this to you, and you run into that and it's like, oh, right. The things they did to you, you can't even remember. The stuff you used to, you used to talk about, you can't even remember it. That's what his presence is doing for you, to help you to only remember anything positive, the beauty in it, and to essentially forget what some of these things are that you've held on to, because they're no longer serving any purpose for you. I release of my own free will all cellular memories and belief systems based in the wound of criticism, judgment, shame, and fear. Did you hear that? Whoop, whoop. Okay, that's what he just said. This is for you to say. Okay. Holy smokes, that was cool. You have not this legacy of judgment and finger pointing and being embarrassed by you, and this isn't your legacy. You have a legacy of light, right? A legacy of light. It's in your ancestral bloodlines and in your spiritual bloodlines, in your your soul bloodline. It's the light of wisdom, creativity, radical courage, love, and respect, and it has been passed down, and it is your spiritual birthright to refine and shine your essence into the world. This is coming, he's powerful. That speaking is not me. I'll tell you that right now. Woo! Okay, I got goosebumps everywhere. Okay. Okay. Is that it? Are we done? Are we quiet now? Woo! Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There are things in your family history, your spiritual ancestry, that are going to come up and be relevant for you now. And it's for you to simply observe, understand its relativity for you in the moment, understand what you need to understand about it, and move on. And he is also here as this stuff comes up to help you decipher that. I don't know what that is yet. It's to come, it seems like. The influence of your earth family history or tradition is fine, but it is also has held you back in some ways, right? Just a bit, some tradition or something there, because it's just caused you to intentionally chuckles, but to unconsciously absorb some beliefs and fears that are just there. They seem like little truths to you. So those are going to come up and get shaken up. You can observe and let go. Other things are going to come up and you can observe and say, okay, this is good. This is helpful, right? Relevant does not necessarily, right? Relevant is what you're saying. Which way does it go? What do? You get from it what you need to get from it, and then you move on. And that's what he's here to help you with. Okay. He's quiet. That was intense.
Can we ask Charlamagne a question?
Still here. So, and as long as he agrees not to speak through me again, that was quite strong. I wasn't on that. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We have this idea that those of us in our community are here because we have the primary intention to expand in joy. And prior to this understanding, I thought all humans had that. Is it just a certain section of humans or of those of us who come through who have the primary intention to expand in joy, or is it everyone, or how does that work? And why do we?
It isn't everyone. And joy, okay, saying, understand joy is a choice. It's a perspective choice. It isn't an exploration.
Right.
Intentions primarily are to explore, to experience, to learn, right? To have experience, to expand. It is not everyone that intends to expand in joy. That is dependent upon the consciousness. It is possible for everyone to expand in joy. Is it a primary intention? Not necessarily, right?
What is the purpose of having that primary intention to expand in joy? How does that seem to shape what we're doing here, what Daryl's life is like, where he started?
Makes others take notice.
Okay. So example.
Makes others take notice and want what you have. That's what he says, word for word. Okay. You got anything? Whew. That's it. They're quiet.
Okay. So I have a question with, and it's for any of them, is that I kind of see like my life phase right now really is at a turning point, and I kind of see my purpose is to help humanity raise to the fourth density, in a broad sense like that. Part of that is like just the knowledge base and me wanting to spread that, but I understand. Okay, I don't necessarily need to spread it. I just need to be it.
Right.
Is there anything that any of them can tell me? Am I on the right track? I mean, if that's kind of what I'm feeling like I should do, and any helpful hints of how to go about that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yes, the right track is yes, of course. The awareness for you is to be aware when expressing knowledge overshadows expressing wisdom. The wisdom comes from your experience and sharing yourself. Knowledge is gained in books.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Understand the difference.
the thought that I had was,
Whoa. Damn. Okay. Yep.
the thought that came to me was that by Daryl sharing how his life has been transformed from where he came from and what he put himself into and what he was thinking, 5 years ago, and how he felt 5 years ago to where he is now, and sharing that experience of how he got there himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everything else is just intellect.
It is an inspirational journey
Mm-hmm.
okay, what are they saying? An inspirational journey that has a much wider, what's this word? This is a feeling. It's like a block of thought that isn't exact words, and I don't know why I'm getting it this way. So just hang on. It's a journey that has a much wider impact and appeal than the inner workings of the universe. That brings you joy and is fun and should always be a part of what you do, what you talk about, what you express, but not at the expense of the sharing of your heart, the sharing of your journey, the sharing of your path. That gives credibility to the rest of it.
That's great.
Does that make sense to you? I'm not sure what I just
totally,
said, but
no, it totally
okay.
makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Woo! All right. How you feel?
Excellent. That's terrific,
Good.
Christy.
Good.
Especially
That was cool, I think.
when you get to that point where you can forgive your father and let in a new father.
Yeah.
Like
No,
he's coming in little by
that's a good
little.
point. That's a good point. I'm getting there, and trust me, I've come a long way. But yeah. I think that is the next step. Is that by letting him go, I can actually accept a new father.
Yeah, but you have to let go of resentment and judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he says that as every little bit that you do, he's coming in more. I mean, and what he showed me is, look, here speaking right through me, that's how much you've let in. He's been around a long time for you, but you haven't been able to see or hear. Now you could at least hear him, right? And become aware of him. And the more that you are, it's exponential how you forget. So you take this step, he's going to come in that much more. Your awareness of him and your feeling, right, of that. You forgive your father this much more, but his presence helps you do that. Just like a new love helps you forget the old one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Was Daryl alive with Charlemagne in any lifetimes or that lifetime? One of his children?
He's not saying, but many experiences, but showing up this way is something about fatherhood. I don't know. It's making me really curious.
Maybe Daryl was his father.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not saying it all, but the answer to that was yes. Yeah, this is something someone that you are quite close to. Yeah, all of them that came in today, you are. They were all very, like, they, you know.
We bonded beyond the veil, someplace somewhere.
A lot, yeah. And even here, maybe. Well, I don't know, but they don't say. They don't tell me sometimes.
Yeah. Excellent.
There
Thank you,
go.
Christy. That was so terrific.
That was fun. I'm exhausted. Wow. I mean, there's just a lot of that energy is so different. I wish I could tell you how, but it's really different. That galactic vibe.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
recognizable and it
Imagine.
feels very different. Yeah. Yeah. It's cool. Okay. Well,
All
I
right.
love you,
Thank
my
you, Gary,
darling.
too.
Yeah. Isn't that fun to have Gary on there
It's
asking
terrific.
questions? Yeah, that's cool. Right. It's really cool.
Perfect.
I love you, my dear Daryl. That was
right.
really fun.
Love you both.
Have a great
Bye,
night.
Daryl.
Bye.
Bye.
So, approximately 2 months after this reading, I went to the Great Pyramid and I pulled down the seventh ray. And after I did that, when I got back to my hotel room, I swear to God, King Charlemagne came to me and he said, "I'm proud of you, son." You just gotta love that.